Yes, I believe that is correct.
I have some notes.
Carl's our resident note taker.
Remember that Katwin, Ilyana, and Irina, you all have aid, so you all have 5 temporary hit points. That should just be...
Yes.
Everybody
heard
has
that.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. And I was like, well, it's
Okay, Irina has lay on hands. She can cure that.
beautiful.
True.
If only paladins existed in real life.
If only magic existed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but knowing us, we'd all be like pleb like level 1 NPCs.
Yeah.
That's true.
Probably.
That's very true.
Okay.
That's okay. We're not nearly as stupid as the government, who is, texting random folks from the media
True that.
About their war plans.
So
yeah, but her emails.
Right.
I know, but I was like,
her emails, man.
I'm waiting for my one cousin to post something about Hillary's emails. I'm gonna be like, never again. Can you say anything about these supposed emails?
Everyone makes the mistakes, guys.
Oh my
Everyone does.
Well, I mean, she did. She had a private, unsecured email server, but it never had any classified information on it.
She wasn't planning war strikes via Signal.
Right.
Yeah, that's the fucking drug dealer text messaging.
Speaking of planning missile strikes,
I
who
love
wants
kidding,
to
Amanda.
recap the session from last time?
Yes, I will
Speaking
recap.
of missile strikes.
Go for it.
We were able to successfully break into Castle Ravenloft without being noticed, from what we know.
Penetrate.
By our lovely wall climbing strategy.
It worked surprisingly well.
We used the word portcullis a lot last time.
That is factual.
Yeah, Strahd is much healthier now. We found the servant's ledger once we got inside the castle with a dead guy with bite marks on his neck.
They're obviously dumped there out of convenience, not necessarily.
Yeah, it seemed like just someone got a little careless with a kill and decided that's where he decided it could sit. Then we went down we're in the cellar area right now by the kitchen. We met Cyrus Bellevue.
I scared the living shit out of him.
Yeah, Shaw's been fucking with him. He's fainted at least 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And then, he's missing a wooden spoon, so we find that from one of the shamblers, as he calls them, like the kind of mindless zombies that we found one of and stuffed into a barrel. We're going to bring that to him, and then he notified us that this way is the way to the dungeon, and based on our knowledge, this way is the way to the
this is the way.
The room with the dragon's bones. And that's what I got.
Very good, Carl.
Good job, Carl.
Good recap.
And Shaw's invisible.
Yes.
And we all just wander around in circles, whispering his name.
Shaw.
Hoping that he responds to us.
Yeah. And we had 2 options to go. We could go through double doors. That's where the Bone and Bone Lady are most likely, or we could go down the side door.
Yeah, and I don't remember if we made a decision on that yet.
I do not think we did.
I don't think we did.
And let me look at our map. If we look in our pinned messages, we can look at the map that we drew with Sasha. So right now,
I think we go for the bones. We have an
Because
invisible
we can
shawl.
put it in the
Ouch.
We just need the skull. So
Yeah.
we can put that in the bag of holding, box of holding.
Correct. Bag box of holding.
And then probably after that we go down to get werewolf guy in the dungeons and then try to get the last girl on the way out.
Yeah.
And then
That-
probably
that
run
works.
into what's his face at least once.
That works.
Cool.
Yeah. I had the idea of either just asking Cyrus or charming Cyrus to go get the girl and bring her back down here to meet us on the way out.
Can we pause? Adeline threw up. I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
Babies be vomiting.
And I know Shaw's not here to talk about it, but like, we still kind of anticipate coming back this way to get out. Like, looking at the map.
Yeah, I don't think we're just like bolts out the front door. Well, that would be fun.
Mav, are you streaming or recording? Okay. Are you gonna post stuff onto YouTube? Any particular reason you're not streaming them on Twitch anymore?
Or too embarrassing. Mike's on mute, so.
Yeah, he's just chatting with me.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're being a little more casual with the game. I could stream them again if you want.
You can do what?
I can stream
shout.
them again if you want.
I know
That's
Pertua
better
likes
than
to
me.
sometimes listen to our Strahd campaign.
Yeah.
She's our only follower.
Feels like a little less pressure on me when I'm not actually streaming it, though.
Okay.
Fair.
You can just post them onto YouTube if that's what you like to do better. That's fine. You could also like make your YouTube with a like almost like a subscriber channel, and then just let each of us become like members of the subscribe channel, and then you can post them and they won't like go out to the universe.
Well, I don't mind that.
Oh, okay.
Hello, universe. It's me, ya boy.
Actually,
Amanda, I
I'll
think
be right back.
we should host a gaming streaming.
Do you know what
That
game
would-
I want to play with you?
Fortnite?
Repo.
Oh,
wanna
yeah, I
play
saw you
Repo.
playing that the other day.
I downloaded it and it's just goofy as fucking hell. Sam keeps sending me like clips of it and it's so funny. It's just goofy and like it's kind of horror-y but not really. But you're like trying to like collect stuff and then stuff pops out of nowhere and like kills you and it's a lot.
Oh my.
But it's been
Does
like
Sam
it's
play
been
it?
I don't think so. It's pretty new, I believe. It's
Hmm.
giving the same vibes as when Among Us first came out, and everybody was like cracking up, laughing at like the absurdity of it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the vibes I was really into for it. It's pretty fun. God. All these beads do not have big enough holes in them. I got a Instagram friend request from Catherine, who opened a new account on Instagram, and I was very fascinated by that.
Oh.
I wonder
Did
if
she
she's
think-
actually going to post on it.
Did she come back as Jeez Louise again?
No. What did I don't remember? I don't remember exactly what she named it, but it was like a fully new account, and I was like, okay, hello. Are you going to actually use Instagram now?
Interesting.
So I don't know.
I wonder why she made a fully new account.
No idea. I wonder
Did
if
she
she
friend
like
me?
got like fully locked out.
Requests. That's a message request. Friend request? Oh yeah, there she is.
Don't do that.
Yeah, she's not posted anything.
No, that's as far as I've seen it. But I was like, okay, welcome.
Smack and I are now friends too.
Hell yeah.
He's a lot quieter when we play the Dead Mines than I expected him to be. So wait, wasn't last time both you and him were both high?
He was way more high than I was, but yeah, he was
That
like also
might-
like watching like reels during it because he was
Might
like
have been.
sending me stuff during it. And I don't know how much attention he was paying.
Might have been why he was so quiet. Wants to play, doesn't pay attention.
Sounds about right for him. Why will this not go all the way down?
I like this music in the background, whatever is playing.
Great vibes. Oh my goodness, there's a very cute biscuit curled up in my office bed.
Cute.
Oh, I forgot to send you guys my dick earrings that I made yesterday.
Dick earrings.
Yeah.
I know. I saw you had some chandelier rings.
Yes, I did. Chandelier rings are the fancy ones. But my
But dick
ring.
earrings?
Oh yeah. Hold on, I'll put them in the chat. They're quite funny.
Oh, allergies are hitting down here, so I'm a little snotty. Yeah. No, he left. I think that's a Carl. Oh, I need to change my name.
The air in Vegas messed up my sinuses when I was there too. I understand your pain.
3D printed. I ordered a bag of dicks from a small 3D printer group, so it was like, you
Bag
get
of dicks.
100
Are you
sorted
on?
dicks.
I can't hear you, Mike. Are you still muted? Are they just hearing you from mine?
I think they're just hearing you through your mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I also got tiny cats, but the dicks were funny. But there's a bunch of them that are like black, and I was like, I don't know if I can use those. I don't
Oh
know if that's
my.
appropriate. But yeah, there's just like a random assortment of 3D printed penises, and there's 100 of them. So I'm
Hilarious.
gonna make some earrings. I think I'm actually gonna do like some stud earrings, so they like stick straight out of your earlobe, and then I can wear one in my like extra piercing. Like I'm like really into this. Art World's gonna be a weird time, guys.
so
You
many
know-
phalluses.
Yes.
You know when you Wait, so wait, did you say you 3D printed these, or who did?
No, I ordered them from a small business that does 3D printing.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to get Schulte back into 3D printing because he has a 3D printer that could print this. I just need to get him back into it.
Yeah.
'Cause he hasn't been doing it.
You know when you go to a gem store, like places that sell all the crystals, like a crystal store?
Uh-huh.
They'll have like fertility crystals that are in the shape of little like penises.
Yeah. This is just going to be like my silly take on that.
This is your fertility earrings.
Yes. To go with my, especially because our world's towards the end of May, so like a lot of them are like rainbow penises, and I was like, perfect. Welcome to Pride.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's right before Pride. Oh my
is.
God, people are gonna love it.
Great. It's going to be a very the earring stand my father is building me is crazy.
Are you also going to make a cunt?
So I have earrings that I already wear that are this kind of like agate shape that are like very vagina adjacent feeling. So I'll probably pour a bunch more of those and have them like together.
Oh, okay.
They're a little more subtle. They're very subtle.
Vagina adjacent.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you could just have like little diamond earrings with a slightly smaller little diamond.
Yeah.
And you just.
I mean, I'm trying to learn how to like bead. Like that's why I'm having trouble with some of my. Before you guys got on the call, I was trying to like thread some wire through a needle to try to bead a little bit, and my needles aren't big enough for the wire, but they I can like bead with like seed beads.
Yeah.
Some vaginas, but
vagina.
This massive 4-foot tall monstrosity is what my father is making me, and it has a piano hinge going down the middle. Weighs a metric ton, but it will hold so many earrings.
Yeah.
So,
and even if you just use it like as a display.
Well, it's going to be a display, but one that I can also like leave the earrings in.
Yeah.
As part of it, so like I'm gonna get like a foam insert to put in there. So that it'll like latch closed and all that stuff. So it's very exciting times. What the fuck? I was dying. Like Lauren was obsessed with the cup that I made her, so I was like, okay. What a time to be alive. Did you see that TJ Ridley's dad passed away?
Who? TJ Ridley. No, I didn't see that. That's sad.
Yeah, his dad had pretty aggressive cancer, I guess. So.
Well, dang. Hello.
Hey,
welcome back.
Sorry. Adeline apparently got coughing hard enough to where she puked in her cribs.
Oh no.
Oh, poor girl.
Is she okay?
She's got her bottom molars coming in, so she's got like the teething fever, or the kind of like the teething cold essentially, which means that like her nose is really runny, and obviously she doesn't know how to blow her nose, so it just gets back there and then
super
cough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So sorry, but at least we hadn't really kind of started, I guess.
That's fine. You missed us having lots of good conversations.
I see penis earrings.
Yeah.
I made penis earrings this week.
Nice.
And then that's the earring display that the penis earrings are going to go on, thanks to my father. He doesn't know about the penis earrings yet, but he'll know.
I think your dad will think it's
they're
funny.
funny.
Your mom will be mortified, but your dad will think it's funny.
Oh yeah, I had to, at my birthday party, the t-shirt that Emma got me, I opened it and then my mom was like, what does it say? And I was like, I'm not showing this to the entire room, because it is a white shirt that's like screen printed to say, I will always serve my country. And then part of it's like not screen printed all the way, so the shirt actually reads, I will always serve cunt. And I was like, nope, sorry, This is not for everyone's eyes. I know better.
No, Mom, you won't even
I showed-
understand the reference.
Yeah.
I showed it to my dad. He thought it
You
was
will
funny.
only
but
be
he-
offended.
Correct. It was like, we're not. I was like, Carl's mom was there. I was like, I don't want to explain this to a bunch of
No.
people who don't know the context.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked out well.
So that's how we did that.
Okay, Cam. When you were gone, we were reviewing a few things we had talked up,
Yep.
but hadn't landed on. One thing is the assumption. One thing
We
is,
actually
I
killed
guess,
Strahd.
Hell yeah.
we already dungeon.
Game's over. Go to Balatro now.
Time.
We're actually now
right.
just all playing Balatro. And
Sorry.
So funny.
Yeah, because
we reviewed my suggestion. We reviewed my suggestion to ask and/or charm Cyrus to go get Gertruda and bring her back down here. And then there was the question of whether or not we even know if we're going to be leaving the dungeon from here or not.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's still on the table.
Okay.
And then yeah, we were just saying that I think that was kind of like the last thing we said before you left. Or right after you left.
Gotcha.
I was thinking maybe, now that we've had some time, after we go get the bones, seeing how long that took, and then maybe after that we would ask Cyrus to go get Gertruda.
We could also tell Gertruda to like meet us in that servants' hallway where the dead body was. And that's kind of on the outside, so if we had to, we could maybe still go around the castle to get her. Or we could just have her hide in the kitchen with Cyrus. But yeah, we can see how long this takes. And then make the decision.
It really depends on how able is she to move as well. We don't know. Like, didn't Sasha say she was already in pretty rough shape?
Yeah, which is why I'd be okay with like sending Cyrus to get her instead of us trying to go up, find her, and then
Put her in
have
the
to
box.
traverse with her.
Get in the box.
Get in the box.
Sounds good. I think, yeah, we can...
Cool.
Yeah, the charm person does only last an hour. But Cyrus might be nice enough to just do it for us. But if we don't trust him, I can probably charm him. He doesn't seem like the most wise creature.
No, he just doesn't want us to hurt him, really.
Yeah. He will know that I charmed him, though.
That's
So we could just ask him.
Yeah. Let's see how we feel after we get how the elephant bones, the dragon bones go.
Elephant
I was like,
bones.
wow.
I don't know where I got that from.
This is changing rapidly.
Sha.
Yeah.
Sha. Oh, okay.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. She turns the wrong way.
Perfect. I will continue the conversation that way.
Maybe you can see if there's anybody in that room, and we'll hide in the kitchen where Cyrus is. And you can tell us if there's anybody in that room.
Seems reasonable to me. Just hold on to this for me, and Shah will hand her his dagger. And I have a question for you, Mike.
Yes.
So on this is essentially my question. That is the kind of the blink back part of it. It says I have to make an attack as long as it's within 60 feet. Or throw the dagger, essentially. If I toss her the dagger and she grabs it, can I blink to it if needed.
No, it's kind of like a you have to do it immediately thing.
Gotcha. Okay. That was my question.
So like within seconds. So it's like, within the confines of a 6-second turn.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then I will not do that. I will. I will say it's certainly an option, but you guys better fucking come running if I need it.
I got you.
I could since I can pretty much shoot in any cover, I could give myself like 3/4 cover here and just have this cracked. Because there's this door open from here, like out this way.
Well,
based on
you can
like
pretty much be invisible, correct, in the darkness.
if
right?
it's dark, yeah.
And it's
I'm
not
not,
so
and it's not there because of the kitchen, the fire, the cooking fire. But yeah, it's like the double hinged kitchen doors. It opens both ways.
Okay. But yeah, it's light in here though. I can't. It's not dark enough here where I could be invisible. I think.
No,
Shaw.
you'd have to like close the doors and be in the hallway because the hallway is not illuminated.
Gotcha. Shall just say, yeah, we can certainly give it a go.
So if you wanted to do that, like if we closed all of these doors, and I just kind of stood back here, in case you need something, I can do that because I'll be at least far enough away. Like it'll be completely dark if we do that. What you're saying, Mike?
Yeah, I
Yes, the
like,
only source of illumination down here right now is this fire. So everything out
Okay.
here is not illuminated at all.
All right,
so
yeah. Then I'll just
if
sit back
Azure
here.
Chills here, bow out,
Yeah.
ready to basically cover me. We're
Yeah,
good.
and if these doors are closed, then
Yeah.
he's in the dark.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that.
All right, cool. Shall I say, sounds good. Let's send it. But yeah, be on the lookout. Be very quiet.
Carl, can you move me because my mouse died again?
Yeah.
You're in there.
Thank you.
Before he goes, can Shaw look down this hallway again and see if anything's coming?
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything there? Or should I perception check it?
No, there's nothing there.
Okay. And then these were unlocked, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Shaw will come to this side here as to give Azure an angle if he needs it.
I do have sharpshooter, so as long as I can see it, I can shoot it out with no penalty.
Yeah. Can I check for traps first?
You certainly may. Make an investigation. Oh, yep, there it is. You beat me to it. Yeah, sorry, I just realized I'm looking to see if I have something. I don't. 17. They do not appear to be tracked.
Okay. Shaw will very silently, as quiet as he possibly can, just turn the door handle a little bit and just squeeze it open, trying not to make a sound, but maybe 3 inches open just so that we can kind of see like this area here.
Yeah, make a stealth check for me.
Come on, stealthy boy.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the 21, it's a teeny little squeak of the hinge, but you are able to open it a bit without making too much noise. And if you're only opening it a crack, you would be able to see this.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
That looks
Oh
very
my.
unpleasant.
What's
Very
happening?
bony.
Yeah, as you look in, you see along the edge of a long table that it appears to be made from bones. You see some skeletons sitting in chairs that appear to be made from bones. You see just a giant pile of bones and the walls are completely covered.
I'm thinking
Let me
like
guess
like
let me
the
guess.
French, the catacomb.
Covered.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
very
what
Are
I'm
they covered
picturing.
in
very much like
draperies or bones?
the French catacombs.
Okay.
The famous
Uh,
ones.
Now, last time this bitch was on the ceiling, so I would like to, because this was the one that we fought in the coffin shop, right? The one with the mask.
That is correct.
Yeah. So
Is
I
this
want to.
lit in here?
Yes, there appears to be torchlight coming from somewhere, but you don't see where.
I would like to look at the ceiling at least a little bit and see if I can spot.
Yeah, make a perception check. Yeah, okay. With an 18, there appears to be some sort of like flickering, like you would assume, like flame candles or a torch or something. Very flickering light. Doesn't provide much illumination, but it provides a little bit. But you can see that the ceiling is just again lined with bones. But you don't see any figures. You don't see any figures that appear to be lurking up there or anything. You can also, from this position with the door kind of cracked this way, see that there is another door on the north end of this hallway, and that's about where the range of your vision into this room ends, with the door only cracked slightly open.
Okay. Shaw will kind of say fuck it and turn his kind of put his back up against this wall here, and with his arm just push the door open, but him staying here. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So your vision, you would get a little more of the room. You'd be able to see like
up to here. Well, Azure is here as well, so I'm wondering if he can see, because he in the dark is.
I'm assuming I'm not going to be in total darkness anymore once you open that.
Yeah, you can see a little more of the room. There's another big pile of bones in this corner. You can see that there is a chandelier made of bones hanging over the table. There's 4 candles in it. They're burning very low. That appears to be the only source of light in the room.
Shah will ninja roll his way to this side.
Okay.
And
I really hope that's exactly what it looks like.
He's invisible, so
Yeah, so it can be.
and
That is what it looks like. It's just no one sees it.
no one
it was
sees
completely
it.
unnecessary, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, as you roll across and look in, you see a very similar scene on the other side of the room.
Very upsetting looking room.
You see a couple more piles of bones. You can now see there are several figures seated around this table, all skeletal in nature. You also see mounted like a hunting trophy. Centerpiece on the far wall is a giant dragon skull. That's what this little token is supposed to represent.
Gotcha. I was like, and we're fighting dragons now. Okay.
Skeleton dragon.
No, this is a Dracolich that the Tierbrista party fought one time. But no,
I think
I'm just
sick.
I'm using his skull.
I love it. I love it. Okay. Yeah, Shaw daggers out will try to stealthily as he can walk in while staying in line of sight of Azure. I want to check the floor for any traps, stuff like that. Take another look at the ceiling because I don't want to get jumped.
I'll let the 21 stealth check stand. Make a investigation check to look for traps and make a perception check to look for vampires on the ceiling.
Ceiling vampires.
Literally the scariest kinds of vampires. Ceiling vampires.
With a 7, you don't see much flickering flame, you know, but it doesn't appear to be anything obvious hanging out up there. With a 17, no, there don't appear to be any floor traps, tripwires, or anything like that in your immediate vicinity. Oh, and there is another door to the south as well. Also, surprisingly, covered in bones.
No way.
Never would have guessed that.
I'm Batman.
All right. These are chairs that are made out of bones. So huh. Can Shaw crawl under the table?
I mean, yeah, it's like dining table height, so yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna crawl under the table and get under the skull, if that's all right.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I think Shaw's having too much fun being invisible.
100%. This is amazing.
I'm enjoying the sneaky boy being sneaky.
Just hope that this doesn't happen.
Yeah, right.
Accidental arrow shot by Azur.
And can I look at the dragon head and being this close, can I get a sense of how easy it would be to get down from the wall?
Yeah, it's make an investigation check. Yeah, with a 16, it doesn't appear to be booby trapped or anything like that. There's a few pieces of wire like holding the horns and the jaw onto like the main body of the skull, and then there's a few like a wooden frame with some hooks that the skull is sort of hung from. It would take some doing. It looks like it's probably pretty heavy, but it looks like it with a bit of effort could come down pretty easily.
But it's not like it's not like drilled into the brick or stone or anything like that.
No, it's like kind of hung from iron hooks.
Gotcha.
Command strips.
Yeah, they've got the 3-point J hooks.
Perfect.
Yeah, can I walk over and see if any of these doors are... And again, the entire time I'm like Pink Panther tippy-toeing in here because I don't want to step on anything that would make a noise or anything like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And can I go check this door?
Yep. What are you checking? See if it's unlocked.
Perhaps unlocked.
Yeah, give me another investigation check. 23. Definitely not trapped. It doesn't appear to be locked.
Okay.
Nice.
Is there a lock on it?
Excellent. News.
No, you can't even really figure out where the handle is because it's bones.
Okay. Tiptoe. I'll go this way. Tiptoe. Same thing.
Yeah, I'll just
Trap.
let those checks stand. It's fine.
Because
No traps, and does not appear to be locked. This one has a little bit more evident knob on it. There's like a head of a humerus sticking out that like looks like a door handle. Looks like it's worn, a little more well used.
Okay.
it's my favorite kind of door handle, guys.
All right, next time we're up there, I expect all of your doorknobs to have been changed to humerus heads.
Yeah, we're gonna do some serious work around here.
All
Between
right.
now
I'm gonna
and-
go back out.
Let's cast Minor Illusion on them.
But
What-
what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take out a ball bearing. I'm gonna stand like right here, and I'm gonna just roll it at this door, just to simulate noise leaving the room, because I know this bitch is in here, like from what we've known, like.
Or
So I
somewhere
just want-
close.
Yeah, or somewhere close. Like, I just want to make a little noise, but I want it to leave this way, so I'll throw a ball bearing down the hallway.
Are you gonna let me know you're doing this before you
I
do
can't. I can't.
it? Okay.
It's another thing.
But you did that earlier, right?
I did that earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would have known that was something you had been doing when you were invisible. You're down to 998 ball bearings now.
That is true.
Yep. Yeah. So you toss this ball bearing down the hall, and it like clicks and clatters. And Azura, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please,
Okay.
to see if you're scared into releasing your arrow or not.
Oh, of course. I had to post that gif. Oh
Oh,
God.
Yeah. The sudden like first initial like clack of the ball bearing makes you jump just enough. Your finger twitches on your pre-drawn string, and the arrow looses. Will you make a ranged attack roll for me, please?
Hopefully it's just a sad little bloop. Nope.
With a
minimum
19,
damage.
with a 19, your arrow pierces through the skull of the guy sitting in this, the skeleton sitting in this chair right here.
Well, that'll draw their attention.
Shaw, you toss your ball bearing, you hear a clack, and then you hear the distinct like whack, like release of a bow, and then you hear the whick, and you just see an arrow just appear in the skeleton's head, and then it just like tilts forward and dunk.
I immediately
Drops
knock
its
another
head on
arrow
the
and pretend
table.
like nothing happened.
Shaw is frozen.
Yeah, Shaw, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw to see if you pooped your pants.
I shit myself.
Yeah.
No, the 12 there's no shitting. It's crit fail, crit fail
no
only.
shitting.
Crit fail only for the shit your pants check.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love
Only
it.
just a little nugget gets released.
Yeah.
And any movement in the room?
No, other than the skeleton now, doing a forehead on the table. Nothing. No movement. No signs of anything else.
Okay, Shaw at this point
Maybe,
will
okay.
run here, open the door, invisibly still, of course. Say,
I will shoot at the door.
No, it's
Just kidding. Just kidding.
just the first one. You understand what's going on now.
I will say, I found the dragon head. It's front and center. I don't see any traps, but I'm afraid that as soon as we lift off the head, the alarms will sound. We have a very short time period to smash and grab, essentially, if we're going to do this. Let's go.
Can I hear that?
It's probably I'd probably be under a whisper, so I don't think you
Okay.
would.
So probably not.
Then I won't be able to use alarm.
But I will,
you have an alarm set, don't you?
Yeah, it's
At,
up here.
at the
up the
up here, yeah. I do.
Oh, yeah.
But I will literally drag Catwin, as I know she's
Oh,
the
that
strongest.
cancels.
I will drag Eliana into the room. I will duck off to the side and say it's on 2 hooks. If you're going to reduce it, now's the time, and I will take out the box and kind of sit right underneath it.
Okay, so I need to come over there then also.
Maybe the 2 biggest, strongest girls can get it down.
Yeah, I figure they lift and I just hold the box open.
You
essentially.
hold the magical box.
Yeah, and then I'll just say 1, 2, 3, and then boom, bang, pow.
All right, on 3, Irina and Catwin, please make athletics checks.
Did you guys want me to stay out here? I don't know if you said anything while you were running in there.
Yeah, I still need you to. I would say your position right now is Overwatch.
That sounds good to me.
All right, with 9 and 21, Catwin, you try to lift, but it's a little heavier than you were expecting. You didn't quite get your you didn't get your back in it enough. But Irina does lift her side up and off the hook, and as soon as it lifts free, you hear creaking noises coming from the piles of bones in the corners, and I need everyone to roll initiative,
Hell yeah,
please.
let's go.
Oh.
Yep.
I knew something with those skeletons. There were too many
Yeah.
bones.
Too many bones to be non-threatening.
All right, I'm ready at least. Okay.
All right. Well,
Oh, I'm up there too. I mean, it's a dungeon, y'all.
yeah. I was like,
Dungeons,
there's no way we're
dungeons,
not
and
gonna
more
like
dungeons.
not be fighting someone. That would be kind of disappointing, actually.
And then I gotta roll for these guys.
So many guys.
I know.
You also let us have 2 NPCs. Thank you.
Why did I agree to this?
You didn't want us to be without a paladin.
Alright, Kinku is gonna be...
It's gonna be the skeletons.
And...
Let me go get my dessert.
Wow, her initiative is high. Jesus. As 17.
Sewer and Esmeralda both have 21.
21. What's your dex?
16.
16. Esmeralda will actually go first.
Her dex is a higher modifier?
Uh-huh.
What?
She's got a 17.
Look at her.
Oh, she might be a rogue. That makes sense then.
Yeah, maybe. Or a ranger too, or like a hunter ranger.
Oh, also possible. She knows a little bit about magic.
Yeah, I feel like she might also be a ranger kind of hybrid. Did you guys open these doors, both these doors, all the way now, or?
Both of
Yeah,
them
I'm
are
just gonna
open.
say these are both all the way open. Yeah. All right. Irina is actually going to go first. She is going to
Esmeralda.
Yep, is going to go first.
Oh.
She's going to say like, "Oh shit, skeletons!" She's going to pull out her rapier. So 5, 10, 15. Going to do our best to work with my 10-foot squares here. And she's going to attempt to stab this skeleton.
Heck yeah.
Why isn't that? Oh, it's because I don't have it equipped in its inventory. I don't even have one in her inventory. There we go. She rolls a 17, which does hit. She deals 7 piercing damage. Okay. That will be her turn. Oh, nope, it's not quite her turn. I forgot to do this part of it. No, yeah, that is her turn. That's all. Okay. She deals 7 damage to that one. All right, and then Azur, it is your turn. You can't see any of the skeletons.
Okay.
But you definitely know that, like, you heard Esmeralda call out about the skeletons, so you know they're there.
So if I move up 5, 10, 15, can I see this one yet?
No, I think you would need to get to, like, these
25,
squares.
30, 35.
Yeah, you'd
I have
have
45 feet of movement
Yeah.
on this specific turn only, so.
Yeah. From here, this one would have partial cover from you, but I know with your sharpshooter that doesn't.
Okay. Yeah, because I want to
you
make
still
sure I
hit
can
it.
still see kind of everything else here. So as long as I can see that guy. All right, I'm going to bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Little bonus action there.
On that guy. And then longbow, HM. First attack, 13.
13 hits.
Okay, cool. That's for 10 piercing.
Ooh, yeah, you hit this guy like in the like shoulder, and his like whole left arm just comes off.
All right. And then again, 22 for 13
22
piercing.
for 13. Yeah, this time you catch it like right in the neck, like right, top of the neck, and the skull pops off, and then it just collapses back to a pile of bones.
Oh. Okay. I still have one more attack. I don't think I'd be able to use it though because I have my Dread Ambush and it's the only turn I can use it.
Yeah, you would have to get to see this one. You'd have to have enough movement to get all the way across the hall. I don't know if
Okay.
you do.
So I used 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I have 10 more feet. So I'd only be able to get to here.
Yeah, I don't think you would actually see that one.
Okay. And I don't think I'd really want to move across yet if I can avoid it because I want to still be able to see the stairs and everything. So I'm just going to stay put right here for now.
Okay. That'll bring us to Shaw.
So the one side is off, correct?
Yeah, so Irina has her side unhooked. Cat one side is still hooked in there. You can tell that it definitely takes two people to lift this skull.
Yeah. Can I just give her the help action and I will help her lift it off on her turn?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd give Cat one advantage on the athletics check to lift it.
Yeah.
If she so chooses to do that.
She will.
As a... I suppose I can't because she's already got it off the wall, right? So she's essentially incapacitated by holding this thing, correct?
I mean, she could drop it. That probably wouldn't go well for for anybody else attempting to hold it up. But
yeah, so I'm gonna give her the help action and just say, Eliana, you need to take care of these two, and then unless you want to let me throw some more ball bearings on the floor to try to trip this guy if he comes at Irina as a bonus action, then EOT.
yeah, I think that's
That's right.
setting up caltrops or something. So that'd be an action.
Okay, cool. And EOT, I'll just give the help action.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. That will then bring us to Eliana. Yeah, Eliana.
Yeah, so I will 30 feet. Five, 10, 15. I'm just gonna go straight for this one. I can't take care of both of them, so I'm gonna go for this one. I'm gonna cast Shillelagh.
La la ha ha.
Shamalama ding dong.
Then I'm going to attack with my Shillelagh quarterstaff.
Can you shillelagh your sickle?
No. Shillelagh only works on a club or a quarterstaff.
Yeah, I see that.
And my sickle only deals like 1d4. Yeah. So
Okay, yeah. So yeah, 22 absolutely hits this guy. You swing your quarterstaff at him, and you knock off quite a few ribs.
All
I don't really perceive these skeletons as being the baddest of the bad guys, so I want to save myself. So that's gonna have to be end of turn. I bopped him,
Okay.
magically bopped him.
That will bring us to Irina, who is doing an object interaction of holding the skull. She will hold her action to place the skull in the box, provided that Catwin is able to help her lift it on Catwin's turn, which does bring us to Catwin's turn.
All right.
As you make another athletics check, you can make it with advantage since Shaw is giving you a hand. 16 is going to do it.
You didn't use advantage.
Crit.
I did. I typed it, but it didn't work.
Okay.
You must have misspelled it.
Probably.
Yeah, it either has to be ADV or spelled all the way out. With a 16, you were able to lift it up off the hook, and then you and Irina are able to lower it into the box. So now you
I'll just
have,
say, is it under 100 or 500 pounds?
It is.
Okay, cool.
It fits in the box. You note that it is taking up a majority of the space within the box, but it is in the box. That will count as your action, Catwin, but if you have any bonus actions or anything else you'd like to do, you are now free to do them.
All good, Nud. EOT.
Okay.
Nice job.
That will bring us to the Skellies. This guy's going to come up here and try to hit Catwin with his rusty short sword. This Irina, because names are hard. Let's see.
That's fine. We're both big girls.
Is Mike chopping out for anybody, or is it just me?
I think it's just you. He's been
Okay.
pretty clean for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, I'm in the same room as him, so I can
That
hear him.
probably
talk
helps a little
regardless. But every once in a while, it'll cut out of my headphone.
Weird.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because your
Skeleton.
mic is picking me up, so it's like cutting it from feeding back or something. Anyway, so this one, Skelly 3 rolls 7, which won't hit Irina. Skelly 4 rolls a 19.
Oh.
Does that hit?
Hits. Yeah.
All right, for 3 whole slashing damage.
Heck
Okay.
yeah.
Skelly 2 rolled a 22 to hit Esmeralda for 7 slashing damage.
Oh yeah, I had extra bonus. I had extra points. How much did he hit her for?
7.
Oh, dang.
Okay. That is it for the skeletons. Bring us back around to the top with Esmeralda. Esmeralda's going to hit this guy back.
Good.
She rolls, she crits. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Noise.
And
Fuck
hits it
those
for
skeletons.
21 damage. So she's
Dead.
like, how dare you hit me? And then she just does the little like Zorro Z with her rapier, and it just like falls into pieces. All right, and then that will bring us to Azur.
All right.
From your vantage, you were able to see them get the dragon skull into the box.
Mhm.
And the box
yeah,
just
If I
essentially
go
the
just
dragon
right
skull
here,
disappeared,
Nice.
right? I'm still invisible because I haven't done anything that would make me not invisible, right?
yeah, if you're still holding the box itself, yes.
Yeah.
I thought you had set the box down on the ground, but yeah, if you're holding it, yes.
I'd be holding it, yeah.
Would the box have been invisible this whole time too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I should have made Catwin and Irina roll a perception check to put it in the. I thought he had set the box on the ground.
I would have moved it. I mean, I wasn't.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Azura, yes, you could see this one from there, no problem.
All right, I'm gonna transfer my hunter's mark with my bonus action to that one.
Yep.
27 hits for 10 piercing
27
damage.
hits for 10. Yeah, okay, so this one's got 10 now.
And then one more.
20 hits. Yeah, that'll do it. This one goes down.
Just a little pop pop. And then yeah, I'm just gonna hang out right here, kind of against the wall, still seeing if anything comes through here or if anything comes down here. But I can get the alarm if anything comes down this way. So, all right. That's it for my turn.
All right, on initiative 20, all of you hear a bit more creaking.
The whole table turns into
A mimic.
It's a wear table.
bone mimic.
It's like the warehouse joke.
Are those these? Those are new skeletons, not the same.
These are newly assembled skeletons. Yeah, those in the room would actually see the bones sort of, moving and grouping up together into 4 new skeletons.
So they're like sharing all their bones.
With my favorite enemy of undead, would I have an idea if this will just continuously keep happening?
Make a nature check for me. I'll let you do it with advantage since this is your favorite enemy type.
Yeah.
With the 14, you're pretty sure it won't go on indefinitely, like forever.
I could go for a while.
But it might not. You're not sure. It's definitely not a like never-ending thing though. It will eventually run out.
A lot of bones in there.
Okay, that'll bring us to Shaw.
Do I, upon like hearing this, the creak started after we removed the skull, correct?
Yes.
After it was unhooked.
Correct.
So can Shaw just jump up and grab both of the hooks?
Sure. Yeah.
Like, so essentially, like, yeah, I'm just hanging on both of the hooks.
Yeah, re-hanging a weight on the hooks.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
to see if the creaking stops.
Give me an athletics check.
Hey,
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
take that.
With a
I'll
17,
fucking take that.
you said 17. You hop right up there, grab onto the hooks, kind of weigh it down. Make a. What's your passive perception?
13.
13. With a 13, you
My passive investigation is 18. Could I use that?
I'll
instead?
give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Okay.
You notice, since it's rather than kind of sense, you see as you jump and grab onto this thing, you do notice that the like wooden frame that the iron hooks are secured in did move down a little bit with the weight applied.
Gotcha, but not enough to stop the creaking.
No, more so that like you noticed that there was some movement to it that you would indicate that it was trapped or is trapped.
Gotcha. Okay. And Shaw, having scouted this room, is there anything in this room that we would be able to put up on the hooks that is about equal-ish weight?
That isn't Catwin.
That isn't a person.
that isn't one of your compatriots.
Yeah.
Probably the only like single thing that's intact would be like if you could hook like one end of the table onto it or something. The benches,
like rotate this and
yeah,
hang it up.
the benches might weigh enough, but most of them are, the old benches for the table are just in like pieces everywhere.
Gotcha.
The only like single solid
anything
structure
here?
in the room would be like the table.
Gotcha. Did he see anything in here?
No.
Okay. Yeah, no, we couldn't hook a barrel up. Okay, well, Shaw just hanging there then. We'll just say we need to replace it weight-wise. Can we... Oh, that's a good idea. Can we tie it to, like, tie the hooks down with a rope and anchor it to something?
You think you could do something along those lines? Yeah.
Okay.
Keep in mind, you've only got like 6 seconds to think through this.
Yeah. Shaw will just tell Catwin, we need to anchor this thing to the ground. Use rope. And that's, I guess, probably the EOT for him.
Okay. That will bring us to Eliana. You now have 2 skeletons standing in front of you.
I see that. I guess with with my okay, I am going to smack this one that I already did damage to with my shillelagh again.
Okay.
A shill.
13 hits for 6, and 6 is actually enough. That one dies.
Bonk.
Okay. Oh god. I'm trying to decide if I just want to stand next to it still or not. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand next to it still. That's gonna be the end of my turn.
Okay. That will bring us to Irina. Irina will hustle over to this one. Give it a swing over the old long sword.
Get him, Irina.
That ain't gonna hit.
No.
A little over eager.
Got caught in all the bones.
Yep. Does she have 2 attacks? What level is Irina? Oh no, wrong tab. Oh god. What have I done?
Level 20.
What have I done?
He needs more
She
monitors.
does have 2 attacks. She does have 2 attacks. 24 will hit for 7 whole slashing damage.
11.
Okay. That'll be EOT for Irina, which will take us to Catwin.
Yes. So Shaw had told me to get the rope, but I also kind of want to like hit someone. So can I toss the rope to Shaw? Is that
I
going to
would
be an action if I do that?
no, I would say you can't toss it to him because he's invisible. But if you just want to like drop it off your pack real quick, that would just be an object interaction, and it wouldn't count as you'd still be able to attack and things.
Okay. Well, I will drop the rope where I think Shaw is, and then I will go 5, 10, 15. Great Axe. Why are you not typing?
Your mouse died, so your keyboard doesn't work anymore.
That's probably very
Everything's
accurate.
dead.
20 will hit for 10 damage. Nice. Yeah, you took like the whole left side of this thing off. It's still standing, but barely.
Well, that's good because I have 2 attacks, so we're gonna do it again.
27 for 8. Yes, that will do it. You do a horizontal swing first, take off the left half, and then you do a vertical swing first, take off the left half, then you do a horizontal swing and cut it in half. It's now quartered and dead.
Good night, sweet prince. And then I will go 5, 10, 15 back to where I was so I can help Shaw if he needs it.
Okay.
EOT.
All right, that will bring us to the skeletons. All right, skeleton 5 is gonna swing at Irina. That's a 15, which doesn't hit. Skeleton 6 is gonna swing at Eliana. 15.
Hit.
Does not. All right.
Yeah.
You're able to nimbly do a little sidestep out of the way as it swings its short sword at you. And then 7 is going to swing at Esmeralda, and it's going to crit on her.
Well then.
It's just crit corner over there. It rolls rolls a 1 and a 2 on the damage dice for a grand total of 7 damage. She's taken 14 hits at this point, 14 hit points down. Okay. That is it for the skeletons, which brings us back around to the top with Esmeralda. Esmeralda is now going to hit this one back.
Bonk.
Bonk, bink, bonk.
Bing, bing, bonk. Bing,
Hello,
bing,
and
bing,
welcome
bonk.
to Mike Plays D&D with himself all night. This rolls a 17, which does hit.
Not to be
for
confused with Mike plays with himself.
8 damage.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh
whoa.
my.
It's very
That's
that's only on my OnlyFans.
That's a
Yeah.
different kind of stream.
That's a very, very paid subscription.
And if you post this
Yes.
to your YouTube, you can find that at Mav at onlyfans.com.
I-
Mav.
That probably is an OnlyFans
Slash-
user, and I don't
Only Mav.
endorse this. Only Mavs.
Only
Only
Mav.
Mav.
God. Okay, that's
But
it for
we're done.
Esmeralda's turn. It is now Azur's turn.
This is why we're not allowed to stream anymore.
Okay, I can't see anything again, I'm assuming.
Currently, no. You can see that Irina is down here, probably engaged with one. You need to move up a little bit. Yeah, from there you'd be able to see this one.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna bonus action move my hunter's mark to that one. 11.
11 for 12. This one is now dead.
Oh, 11 hit? Okay.
Oh no, sorry. 11 did not hit. Sorry. I was just looking at the damage.
That's fine.
11 miss.
That one
That'll
hits.
do it though.
I only did 11 damage on a crit,
Hilariously,
though.
it's the same amount of damage. So it's less damage actually.
Yeah.
But that is enough, and it is now dead.
Dead again. Okay.
Dead again. Okay, that brings us to initiative 20. Since Shaw is currently hanging on the wall on the hooks, You don't hear any renewed creaking, and we move on to Shaw's turn. No new skeletons have entered the combat this round.
Okay.
Shaw, there's a rope on the floor. Where at Catwin's feet. You're currently invisible, hanging, about 2 feet off the ground on the wall.
If I wasn't invisible, I could just mage hand it. But I'm invisible. So, another round of skellies, I guess. Shaw will drop down, grab the rope, and kind of like he's jumping jacks. Or jumping rope, excuse me. He'll fling it up over the hooks and pull down as hard as he can. And just hold that position for right now.
Okay, yeah. So you're tug of warring with the hooks. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. That'll be your action for the turn. Make an athletics check, please.
That ain't it.
A 3. Yeah. Pretty difficult to get leverage like this. Rope's up there, but you can see that you are not able to pull it hard enough to get it to depress.
Can I say, Catwin, please stop hitting things and help me.
Yes,
I
yes, you
can't see you.
can. You can see the rope though. You can see the
Now I
rope.
can't.
That's like angling out to where he's holding on to it.
I think technically she can't.
Oh, would the rope become invisible as well?
I think the rope would become invisible. Hold on.
Maybe somebody needs to drop invisibility.
Bro, I can't see shit.
A creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends. Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person.
So no. So I would not count the rope as being on your person.
Okay, so then yeah, you would see the rope.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see where Shaw's, tugging on it. Not a euphemism.
Not to be confused with Shaw's tugging on it, which you can find at
Whoa.
onlymads.com/Shaw's tugging.
Shaw.
Jesus. I'm so glad I'm not streaming this one.
Carl looks so angry.
I don't look. I'm I wasn't trying to look angry.
Oh, you look angry. You were like,
Never mind. That was more. Never. Whatever.
All right, and then yeah, that's EOT, I guess.
Okay. That'll bring us to Eliana.
I am gonna continue to bop at this thing. Keep bopping away.
love a bop it.
Bop it.
Oh,
No bop.
Up free zone.
I miss apparently. I slip on a bone.
Yeah. Footing, you're kind of like at the edge of the pile here. Footing's not super great. You kind of like step into your swing a little bit, and that little bit of lurch, uneven footing, you swing wide.
I really hope somebody can come bop this before it bops me.
Is that EOT?
Yeah, EOT.
Well, in fact, you see Irina, 5, 10, 15. Work her way over here. And she will take 2 long sword attacks at this thing. She does. 18 and 17 will both hit for 17 total damage. Yeah, you kind of stumble, swing, miss. Irina comes like charging over.
Now
and
you're
just-
breaking up.
Now you're breaking up, Mav.
That's weird. How about now?
That's good.
Yeah, she comes charging over, swings, and finishes this one off for you.
It's still happening for other people.
It did for like a split second again when you said swing, but
That's weird. It doesn't. I'm looking at my mic. I'm wondering if it's Discord because like I see the audio
I think
coming
it's
into
Discord
the.
noise canceling.
Yeah, it might be.
It's a little too sensitive sometimes.
Voice and video.
Chris, can you turn down the sensitivity of the noise
Sure
canceling?
can, Crisp. We're gonna back
Crispy.
it off.
I'll be
Crispy
quiet over
Bud
here.
is by the door.
I'll speak in
Uh,
a whisper.
Okay.
And we have ASMR.
Oh God,
Mm.
no, not allowed. That's
Not
only on
allowed.
that's only on Only Maps. Okay, that's the end of Irina's turn, which will bring us to Catwin.
Catwin, at not really wanting to follow Shaw's instructions, but also kind of catching on that they're regenerating based on the removal, will grab the rope and pull it and try to like tie it, like pull it down really hard and try to get it to be taut and try to tie it like under the table.
Okay, make first make an athletics check. Let's see if you can get this thing pulled taut enough. Yes, okay, 18 does it. Then make a sleight of hand check to see if you can get this knot tied while maintaining tension on the
Can
rope.
Shaw assist with this or no?
Sure, I would allow that. So you can do it with advantage.
Yeah, roll it.
With a
Nice.
19, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this thing has, a network of legs.
Bones. Yeah.
Uh,
Legs. Legs, if you will.
and yeah, you're able to get tension on the rope, get a knot tied in it, get it anchored. You have successfully anchored the skull trap.
Alright.
That will be your action for the turn, but you still
Yep.
have your bonus action and movement. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, I'm gonna hang out.
Okay, that'll bring us to the last remaining skeleton, which is just for old time's sake going to take a swing at Esmeralda.
Or Esmeralda.
It's going to roll 17, and I don't know that does hit. Okay.
Poor
She's-
Esmeralda.
She can take 3. Wow, I have rolled a lot of 1s on these damage dice.
Good,
She's going to
good,
take
good.
3 damage, taking her to 17. Okay. Then it comes to her turn, and she's just going to stab it back. That,
Fuck that guy up.
a 17, that will hit as long as she doesn't roll a 1. She does not. That skeleton is down, and the
Hell yeah.
room falls quiet. And Esmeralda says, "Ooh, that was fun."
Can I hear anything out of the ordinary now that the skeletons are down?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Nice.
30-20.
20. Yeah, with a 20, no. You hear Cyrus rummaging around in the kitchen. You can hear some heavy breathing from your teammates in the room over here. But no, you don't hear any other out of place noises. This fight didn't make a ton of noise. No screams of anguish. Mostly just
We
bones
didn't cast
clattering.
any loud spells.
Right, no loud spells. Mostly just bones clattering
a skull in a
and some
bag.
grunting.
Our skull in a box.
Yep, you got
I
a
think-
skull in a box.
Sick. So I think with this, Shaw will just kind of go, all right, now we're going to leave as quietly as possible. Everyone out. And Shaw will follow and be the last one out and very quietly shut the doors behind him. And just say, "Nice work. It's in the box. We have the dragon bones. Now let's go get the prisoner."
Did we want to see if Cyrus would get the girl as well?
At this point, I think we just go do it. I don't trust a dude that faints immediately upon anything scary in a fucking vampire's castle.
I mean, you are pretty scary, Shaw.
Thank you. And Shaw will walk this way and double check the.
You all just see the door open.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask the rest of the group. Do you think I should alarm this as well? I'm running low on spell slots, but if you think that'd be a good idea, I could do that.
I think you can only have one alarm up at a time. Yeah.
I believe you can only have one up at a time. You also know.
It doesn't
From-
say anything specific.
I'll look at the spell in a second, but you also know from the maps of the castle and your experience walking around in it, there's tons of ways to get anywhere.
Oh yeah, because of the there's little trapdoors and stuff.
Yeah, there's trapdoors, multiple stairwells and staircases,
Okay. I will not.
Just
do it
as
then.
some over the table information. That,
Yeah, I remember that now.
Ooh. Before Shaw goes, he'll hand Azure the potion of clairvoyance.
Okay, what is that?
When you drink this potion, you gain the effect of clairvoyance spell. An eyeball bobs in this potion's yellowish liquid, but vanishes when it is opened. It's essentially a sentry. So we can plop it in this room if you want to watch the dragon hit. So if someone comes in and finds.
So
it in
basically,
their
I'll
room-
just be talking to everybody else. I don't see you, and then you just shove this right in my hand.
Yeah.
And you tell me what it is, though.
Shaw will just say, "Use this."
All right, if you just say that, I'm gonna use it then. If you just say use it, I can use it.
Yeah, and then you can cast clairvoyance.
Oh, whoops. That's okay.
So, requires concentration and it only lasts 10 minutes.
Oh.
Wait, I'm confused. You create an invisible sensor within range in a location familiar to you.
Does it require concentration if I'm using the potion instead?
Yeah, usually it just allows you to cast it essentially. But the wording of this is really confusing.
Mm-hmm. If I didn't require concentration, I probably wouldn't cast it. I'd probably give it to somebody else.
Clairvoyance?
Yeah.
This potion, there's no concentration required.
Oh yeah, I see that now. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Didn't say that.
It's on
In
the
the potion, if you look up the potion in D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do the spot right here then. And it would be create an invisible sensor within range. So if something touches it and I use the audible alarm, will everybody hear it?
Yes.
Or is it it's not mental like my alarm?
Yeah, no, everyone will hear it.
Doesn't say if it what's the range on it? Would it be very loud? I suppose I wouldn't know.
Yeah, what if we leave?
I mean, he said use this, so I probably wouldn't have questioned it too much. I'll put the sensor at the like top of the stairwell then. When we go down, like right here.
Why would you not put it in the room?
Well, what if something came through like a trapdoor in here and just came after us and we never knew about it? Like we want it to be right behind where we're going, right?
I would want to know when someone figures out that
Well,
the
it's
bones are
too late now. Like you just said use this and then you ran off. So this is what Azure would do.
All right.
It's probably like you didn't tell me where to do it, what to do with it. So I was like, oh, okay. And then that's probably what I would have done.
Cool.
I think we've probably already taken too much time to figure it out.
Well, some of that was us actually just having to like read the spell and figure
Yeah.
out what the spell did.
So
I know, but like he would have already left. He just said use this and left, so I wouldn't have really known what specifically it was. So I probably would have done it like here.
Okay.
That's if that was what I knew. But are we gonna keep going?
Yeah, and we know that if we go down these stairwells, we're gonna get to the catacombs. I'm
Yeah, this
looking at
is
the
where
map
the
here.
dungeon. We specifically asked Cyrus to,
Mhm.
and this is where the dungeon that we think the werewolf guy is being held in is down here.
Yes, you would know that this stairwell down will lead you to the dungeon level, which is where the werewolf is. As best you all know, it's where the dungeon is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did not get 100% confirmation that. Actually,
we're
no.
looking
I
for.
think you did when you were talking to Cyrus.
Yeah.
Yeah, we asked Cyrus
told you,
specifically,
yeah.
Then
and he said it was
can
this way down.
Yes.
Shaw kind of go, that 20, 30 feet ahead as quietly as he can, just pre-scouting the area.
Sure. Make a stealth check for me.
And we all kind of moving. We all kind of moved up to the top of the stairs.
And then, can I roll an investigation check to check for traps on the way, or will my 18 passive investigation kind of cover that?
It'll cover that kind of as you're moving along.
Okay.
Don't tell me.
Are we
Shaw
supposed
just
to be going
feels
with
like he's
you?
walking through a landmine, like a minefield right now.
Azure, are we supposed to be going with you?
Yeah, that we were all gonna kind of wait at the top
I
of the
was
stairs while he investigated.
Checking.
Yeah.
We're all still here.
And I would've- Once I took the potion, I would have told you I cast the thing there so you guys don't trip it.
Did you forget to prepare this floor?
It looks like the fog wasn't on in the preview, so I'm opening it to real quick to make sure that it is in fact fogged. Because it would sure be a shame if I opened it up and there's no fog on it. Oh no,
There we
okay, yeah,
saw.
good. Whew, we're good. Okay. Give me a second. Weirdly, this map is at the correct grid spacing, but they're misaligned. This is really annoying. Give me a second. Let's see if I can easily fix that. I think I can. Yeah, save. Update. Oh shit, that moves the fog though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it resizes the fog, doesn't it? Didn't we learn that from something else?
I'll just have to manually unmask the fog as we go. That is fine. Okay, let me get you. Let's see if this worked. Yes, it did. Okay. I brought Catwin's and Eliana's tokens because I copied them when I copied Irina Esmeralda. We left the fog here.
I gotta refresh my shit.
No, I haven't actually lifted the fog yet.
Gotcha.
So the whole screen's just black for us.
Yeah. Oh, and hello. Okay.
Yeah.
I found us in the stairwell.
Okay. Yep. Y'all should be
Whoa.
able to see
Oh, you're
yourselves.
huge.
Well, these are actual 5-foot squares now.
Okay.
The stairwell is just very tight.
You're just massive.
I made myself 5 feet.
Is that right? Yeah.
Very big.
Yes. Hey, it scaled her aura too. Perfect.
Nice.
Yes, as you come down here, everything sort of like narrows down. Let's go. Wrap. Okay, and yeah, so what you see ahead of you, you see a hallway that opens up into a wider room ahead of you, and then hallways that branch off to the north and south.
What's the light like in here?
None.
All right.
So that means Irina
Irina.
can't see.
And
But-
Esmeralda, right? Or no?
I thought we said Esmeralda could.
No, she can't because
No, she
someone
can't.
is using her goggles.
Oh.
Yeah, as you come, actually, you know what? She would have done this upstairs too, because it was dark upstairs. She cast dark vision on herself.
And Shaw would be ahead of these guys just because, again, he's checking for traps and he is invisible. So as he kind of moves across, can he just kind of look, just looking for those wandering zombie things?
Yeah, as you cross, you see a barred iron door, just a few feet down each of these little hallways, and then you see longer hallways extending beyond them. You can't. You think you might catch a glimpse of it's not like a straight hallway. There's like alcoves and things in there. And then as you look into this room, come on.
Ooh.
That looks like a nice room.
Torture chamber?
Nothing
Let me
spooky going
find
on in
the
there.
description for this room real quick.
I feel like the description's going to be really upsetting.
Six. Okay. Oh, I got so many different things to find and read all at the same time.
It's a very small module. What are you talking about?
Actually, what I need to do is just open this in yet another tab.
How many tabs is too many? We're gonna find out.
Let's take a 5-minute break.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Potty time.
Okay. All right. Let me actually run to the. Yes. Yep. Make a stealth check for me, and then actually no, you did. That 22 will still stand. That was still from walking down here. Just make a thieves tool sleight of hand check for me.
Okay, so stealth and
Noise.
sleight of hand. Not great.
Yeah, with a 14, it does not disarm it. You actually you trigger it for a moment. The
Does he make
panels
it worse?
the panels open up. You notice about a 6-foot drop in there, and then the panels quickly close back up.
Now
Can
you seem to be
I-
breaking up more from me. I don't know for anybody else.
Yeah.
Can I give it another go?
Sure.
Can I wave my hand and try to find where he is so I can give him guidance?
I think if you cast guidance on him, he would become not invisible anymore.
He's not
Yeah.
using the magic. I am.
I don't know.
DM's call.
Yeah, I guess you just have to be able to touch him. So if you can find him to touch him, you can touch him and cast guidance.
Do I see Eliana, like, trying to not hit the dog at night as you're walking to the bathroom, walk over to me?
Also whispering, Shaw, I heard a noise. Do you need some help? Shaw.
I'll
Sure.
Shush her, and like knowing what she's done this before and stuff like this, I'll just reach out and give her just grab her hand briefly.
Okay. So yes, he casts guidance. You can roll it again with guidance.
Oh my god.
12 is 12 is not going to do it. It triggers again. This time it makes a very
That's
loud,
loud.
clang as one of the sides hits the wall as it drops.
Is there any way I can reaction mage hand it, drop my invisibility, but mage hand it so that it's quiet?
So it doesn't clang. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Does he still have guidance?
Guidance doesn't apply to saving throws,
Oh.
and it's only for one check. Okay, yeah, with a 20, you're able to very, very quickly get your mage hand out, and it, doesn't catch it, but it sticks itself between the wall and the,
Yeah. 20 worked either way.
So is he no longer invisible?
I'm just standing there, beads of sweat dripping down my bra, my bra.
Your bra?
your
Your
bra.
Oh,
Oh,
Tell us
I
wearing a
am-
bra.
next time
Yeah.
on Only Labs.
I-
Shaw's
when he's
dripping
invisible.
bra.
Jesus.
God damn, Shaw.
And on a different website, you can purchase it.
Yeah. Here are my affiliate links. Thank you. Like and subscribe.
as
But
my
yes.
cleavage drips in sweat. No, you see that Shaw is extremely stressed out in this situation, and sweat beating down. You see him hands in motion as if he had just as if he casted mage hand on the underside of the trap, as if it doesn't make noise. And he just goes, I can't get this fucking trap. Someone please help me out. And he'll just stand there holding mage hand so that it doesn't drop again.
I do have thieves' tools, but I don't have proficiency. I don't think.
Then someone take over and hold this so that I can try again.
if something that we can.
I'm assuming the DC for this now is like 30.
Could I like?
Oh, couldn't we use the grappling hook on the end of one of our climbing ropes to kind of hold the edge of the trapdoor?
Yeah, I was gonna try to do something we might not need later, just in case it like bends it or something. I have like a crowbar apparently in my inventory.
Yeah.
Could I shove a crowbar in there to try to hold it open?
Yeah. I mean, if you're just trying to like hold it closed while Shaw works on it, you can just
You cut out
can use
again.
your.
That was a big cutout.
That's weird. I don't know why. I have no idea why it's doing that. I think it must be the Discord call because I can see the
Yeah.
audio mixer on OBS and it's
Yeah.
picking up fine.
So yeah, I can shove it in there. Do I need to roll something?
No, if you're just shoving it in there to like hold it closed
To
while
prop it
Shaw
open so it
tries to.
doesn't slam.
Yeah, you don't need to roll for that.
Yeah, because essentially I just want to disable it so that we can traverse this area without it being an issue.
Feet across, you said, Mav?
It is, yes. But yeah, Shaw, you could roll again once Azure gets his crowbar in there.
Yeah, my crowbar is bopped in there.
Oh, 15 minus the guidance. But I'm assuming with me dropping invisibility to ask.
Yeah, it's fine. You can have the guidance. Yeah. Okay, with 18, you're reasonably sure that you've got it to where it won't drop again.
Okay.
Sick.
Shaw just goes, all right, I got one more go. Do I pop it or no?
So would we be able to cross now, or?
Yeah. With it being completely dark, I'm gonna say, Azure, I think it's your go. You're basically invisible in the darkness.
You're
Just
also
be-
super dexterous.
Just be very careful for traps.
Yeah. I'm gonna, before I cross it, I want to take can I look around the corner at each of these then? And obviously I'll try to be stealthy as well. while I'm doing
Yeah,
all this.
roll a stealth check for me.
Yeah, and I'll kind of just pass the scouting lead over to Azure essentially.
19.
And then roll a so you're just looking down these hallways.
Yeah, I want to see what's on both sides here. Where does this lead?
Yeah, so there's a small stairwell down, it's like here and here, and then there's an iron door, like a barred iron door, like a cell
Like a prison
door.
cell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. And you could just make out, because it's a downward slope. There are like rows of cells past these, but you can't see into them or anything.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say to Shaw, I'm guessing our guy is down one of these. I'm gonna whisper that to him. Do you want me to investigate the room further on, or should we just go down one of these hallways?
I was peeing, but I heard all of that.
Oh.
Shaw will just go, because, correct me if I'm wrong, Azure is essentially invisible if someone is
Yes.
relying on dark vision to see. So
Yeah, I'm completely invisible.
I would, Shaw would just go, I think with your abilities, it's best to just go look, without trying to draw any attention towards us, because if we just walk down, all of us, it's way easier to cause a ruckus. So I say we go down one, you come back, we go down the other.
Did you go over here?
No, I was just thinking about it. I hadn't
Okay.
done anything yet. Sorry.
This is like a game of
we
chess at this
established
point.
this
Like
was
if you touch the piece.
Yeah.
we established this was we fixed this though, right?
This
like you can cross
this
it
one
now?
is disarmed. Yes.
Okay. All right. I was gonna. So he said go down the hallway. I thought he was gonna say go this way.
No,
But yeah,
I was gonna
no,
point
that's
you down this way.
Okay. I'm gonna
And then
check to see if anything looks off before I go around the corner, like investigate.
Yeah, you can make an investigation check.
lock.
Well, we'll see after I investigate the steps.
Where that mage hand up, I can unlock it from here.
My investigation.
Nice.
Ooh, natural 20.
Just wait. No, there don't appear to be any traps or anything on the stairs here.
I think I wasted that one. All right. I want to check this door if it's trapped and or locked.
Make an investigation check.
Much worse.
With the 10, it does not appear to be trapped, and it is not locked.
Okay. All right.
But
I'm
it
just
is
gonna
it is barred, like on your side.
Oh, so like there's a bars and then there's a door.
Well, no, it's like it's a like a
jail
cell door,
right?
yeah, but it's got a big like big iron bar across the back that's like attached to the wall that you'd have to lift off.
Okay. So I can just lift up
Gotcha,
the bar.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to lift, and there's an like. It looks like if I lift the bar, it'll set up against the wall. I won't like
Mm-hmm.
automatically come back down.
Yeah.
All right. As quietly as possible, I'm gonna try to lift the bar and get on this way.
Okay. Make a
assist with
what?
his mage hand.
mage hand can
7.
only
It's
lift.
okay to say no.
Yeah,
They can only lift 10 pounds.
10 pounds. Yeah, no. That wouldn't be enough for help action.
Okay.
So make an athletics check, Azur.
Not my forte, and yeah.
5. 5. It will actually do it, but it is not easy.
And it's not quiet.
And it's not quiet. A bit of it's not like insanely loud, but it definitely creaks a good bit.
Yeah, after I do that, I do the like. After it's up, I just do like the get down and squat. I'm like, wasn't me. I'm going to listen, see if I hear anything on the other side of the door. Now that I did that.
Give me a perception check.
I mean,
You
this is
don't
going well.
hear anything.
I think
You
You don't hear
at
anything
this
because you
point-
can't hear.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm just gonna open the door slowly, as stealthily as I can again.
Give me a second here. I forgot I have to manually do these fogs. Yes, you open. You push the door open. You see rows of cells. You can't quite see into them. Actually, you do see some boots at the edge of this cell here.
Okay.
They may or may not be attached to feet. You can't tell from where you're standing.
And the door opened this way, or did it
Correct.
open this way? Okay.
Roped out.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna slowly step in and look, see if I can see anybody in here.
Yeah, you see a man kind of like slumped against the wall at the back of his cell. His legs just kind of kicked out in front of him. He is appears to be maybe asleep, stirring a bit at the noise you made opening the door. But yeah, that's what
All right.
is what you see.
Okay. And is my stealth check still holding right now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna. Before I try to talk to him, I want to slowly make my way down and check to see if there's anything in the other cells here.
As you move down, there is a skeleton in this cell.
Okay.
Just, arms stuck in the manacles. The rest of the bones just kind of slumped to the floor in this cell. There does not appear to be anything else in any of the other cells.
Okay. I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna slowly take out my pendant. And I'm going to whisper the name Emil. See if that rouses him, because I'm still pretty much invisible to him, even if he can hear me. But I have the pendant grasped in my hand.
Yeah. As you whisper his name, the figure stirs a bit, but he does not appear to wake all the way up.
Okay, let me just find my notes on all of this stuff.
Looking down here, what does Shaw see? Because he's got like 60 feet. You said it's just like water.
Yeah, so there's standing water from like 5 feet in, because it's a downward slope, like all the way down. There's standing water, and you can see some like wooden like tables or something. You can't quite tell what they are from here.
Gotcha. And then just to confirm, this trap here, the crowbar is holding it so that we can use it as a usable space. So if I remove the crowbar, this opens up into that 6-foot drop, correct?
No, your sleight of hand check successfully rigged it so that it won't drop, regardless of whether the crowbar is in it or not. The crowbar was just to keep it from slamming if you failed again.
Gotcha. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Emil a little louder this time, like a louder whisper, essentially.
A little bit louder now. A little bit louder now.
As you do, the figure stirs a little more, and he kind of pushes himself up against the wall a little bit more, and his eyes kind of open, and he kind of squints in your direction. And he says, a very hoarse, like raspy whisper. He's like, who's there?
You may not be able to see me, but we've been sent by Zulika, and then I hold out the pendant so he can see the pendant. He probably cannot really see me still, though.
He like kind of almost on like hands and like rolls over and almost on like hands and knees, kind of like crawls over towards the bars, and like puts his hand on the bar, and then like you can see him kind of like squinting to see the pendant in this like dark light. Well, no light, dark light, Jesus. And he's like, what trick is this? Who are you? Who sent you?
This is not a trick. We're here to get you out of here. Do you want any water? I can give you my water skin.
He says, yes, water. Water would be good. I've been here for weeks.
I hand him my water skin.
Yeah, he like starts just like gulping it down. Get back up to this other section.
With it being this close, can Shaw hear this conversation?
No, they're whispering. I mean, I think you could hear that there is a conversation happening, but you wouldn't be able to hear the
happening. But
yeah,
can't details. Okay.
Yeah.
I think when he's drinking the water, I'm gonna just pop my head out and say, "I found him."
This is just ass. As he, I should also tell you this, as he crawls up to the door of the cell, Azura, you note that he has one of the collars on his neck that you saw on the werewolves in the den. These silverthorn collars. You can
And they're
see.
magically bound,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And that's so that they don't turn.
They
correct?
can't. He can't turn it because
He
they're
can't
silvered,
turn.
right?
Yep. It would basically like instantly kill him if you tried to transform.
Yep. Because it dig right into him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, when we found that other captive, the mayor's son or whatever, who was turning into a werewolf,
Mm-hmm.
we were able to get him out of that. Did he have a collar on, or did he not? I can't remember.
He did.
Okay, and were we able to get him out of it, or did we just give him the potion from
I think we just gave him the potion.
Esmeralda?
I don't think we actually took the collar off.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Just double checking. Meow. Okay.
There goes
Yeah,
a noisy kitty
Zelda's-
cat.
Zelda's playing with a string.
Cute.
She loves a string.
I'm gonna ask Emil. It's like, when's the last time you've seen anybody down here?
He says, I don't know, I'm just exhausted. I barely had any food. I barely clinging to consciousness at times. I couldn't tell you. It's probably been, I don't know, I've lost track of the days. It's weeks, I don't know.
Okay. I'll tell him I'm not the only one here. We have healers in our group, and we have food we can give you too. But we need to get you out of this cell. I'm assuming you don't know where the key is.
He says, you need to get me out of this collar as well.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Volenta has the keys to both.
Okay. Is Volenta the one from the druid? Or
No,
is
it's
she
from
the
No,
Shit,
the Volenta's the bone one still.
bone one still? Okay. Volenta has keys. To both cell and collar. Okay.
We're
Well,
playing
The cat is just going ham
Yeah.
in the background.
because she has a piece of like bracelet stretchy string, and it's like her favorite material. So she'll carry this around now for like a couple days and yell at us to play with her.
yes, she's quite happy with that. Okay. It might make more sense then for us to get the keys first and then come back instead of trying to break you out. I can give you a ration from my bag while we track down Volenta.
He nods. He says, yes, I certainly like to get out of here, but I wouldn't like to die in the attempt. I will eat
Okay,
and try to rest while I wait.
I'm gonna hand him a ration. I'll let him keep my water skin as well. It's like, I'll be right back. I'll let the group know what we know quick, and then let you know what our plan is. And then I'm gonna wander back here. Slowly make my way carefully over the trapdoor and kind of inform everybody that I found Emil. He's in the cage. He has one of those collars like we saw on the other werewolves at the mountain.
Why don't we just let him out? What do you mean?
Well, we need a key to open the cage. And
I
also,
am the key.
give me a second. Remember how the collar works? It's magical. The only way to get it off is with that key.
Yeah, but
Cannot
if we
pick
get him,
this lock. But if we bring him with and run into trouble, he is in very bad shape. I don't want him to die. I'd rather him eat the ration I gave him, we go get the key, and then we come back and get him after we've taken care of Valenta.
Yeah, the colors were magical.
Yes, colors are magical.
Magical and silvered. Oh yeah.
But we know where he is, and we know that we can at least get him out. The collar can come off later if we need to.
Well, there's two options. We get him out now, and then we have to make sure we're protecting him at all times, and we have to move much slower. Or we try to find Valenta, probably kill her, take the keys, and then come back and get him. But
That's a
I
big
just think
if.
the first option, there's a lot more danger in play.
Then guaranteeing a fight?
Well, we have to protect somebody and make sure he doesn't die as well.
We have to make sure we don't die.
I know, that's what I mean. It's... What does everybody else think?
I don't know how strong the magic is, but I might be able to remove the magic on the collar.
Oh, yeah, maybe something you learned since last time when we...
And sleeping.
Well, just...
It
I mean,
came
that
to
is-
her in a dream.
That is a good option. Do you want to come with me, Ilyana, and see if we can do that?
I can try. I don't know what kind of magic controls the collars. But if we could get the collar off, could we try to get him out of the cage?
Yeah,
Or
we should.
do
We
we
can get
wanna
him out
see
of
if
the
we can-
cage.
Or do we want to see if we can unlock?
We should be able to get him out of the cage with lockpicking. The collar is going to be the issue.
So which would you like to try first?
I think we can get the cage unlocked for sure, and then try to demagic the collar or whatever.
Mike, have you seen the Mission Impossible movie where they set up the projection screen down the hallway?
This
what I'm
one
talking
where
about?
he's dressed as like they're in the Kremlin, right? When they do that one.
Yeah, you know
Yes.
which one I'm talking about, right? This one.
Yes.
I would like to cast Silent Image and do that on these two hallways, if that is okay.
Okay, sure.
Look behind me and copy what's behind me and put that down.
Yep.
Does that require concentration?
It does, but that's
Oh.
okay.
I mean, he's not concentrating on anything right now.
Yeah. I don't know if lockpicking requires concentration.
It
No.
doesn't.
It's just a skill check.
All right. Okay, so we try to open it. You try to take the collar off. If not, we kill Valenta. Yes?
Yeah, we probably gonna have to kill her anyways. I'm assuming we'll see her sooner rather than later.
Fair. I'd rather not have to not come back down here.
Yeah, let's try.
Okay.
Shaw will very quietly come
I'm
here.
gonna say,
and-
Neil, these are my friends. We're gonna try to open the cage, and then see if we can remove the magic from your collar. Anything you might know other than the collar being silvered on what type of magic is being used?
He shakes his head. He says, "No, I don't know."
As they're talking, can Shaw just take a look at the cage? Is it just a standard like jail cell lock, or
Yep.
is it like? Okay, so yeah, he'll send a lockpick out after checking for traps.
Okay.
Are we sure this is a meal?
Yeah,
If he's not, we just kill him.
he was.
I mean, Did we check the other
Yeah, the other
door?
cage.
I mean,
I haven't
there's
checked
a
the other
whole
side.
there's a whole
What-
other side.
What would make you think that this is not Emil?
I don't
I
know
told
how
you my
many.
conversation I had with him.
I don't know how many other werewolves he might be keeping down here. Is there a way you can determine that he is for sure Emil?
Are you saying this like loud enough for Emil to hear you?
I would
Yeah.
assume, yeah.
Yeah. Aside from you being, are you Emil, and him saying yes, anybody can say yes.
He says, what proof can I offer you that I am who I say I am?
If you're talking, Carly, we can't hear you.
She's
I'm not talking. I'm
Okay, I heard
looking.
like a squeak and then like nothing, so I wasn't sure if it just stopped working.
No, she said and then nothing after that.
Okay.
What is the name of the
I already mentioned it when I was talking to him.
You already said his name?
Her
What
name?
is the name? No, what is the name of the other werewolf that took over once?
Oh, I would think any werewolf should know that.
I don't know.
African or European?
Ah!
Yeah. I'd say you ask him that.
Sure, you could ask him that.
And he says, it was Kiro who dragged me into these cells for the Dark Lord Strahd.
Yep, that checks out with my information.
I have this in my notes.
Gotta put bubbles on you.
Maybe. What's her face is Baba Saga.
Didn't we learned something else about Baba Saga before?
You've learned a handful of tidbits about her throughout the time. I think it was that the message that would have been conveyed at the time is that they were made by Baba Saga, who created the magic that binds them. Kiro was the one holding their keys.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm guessing. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I'll be as powerful as the person who put this on you, and Azura, if you believe this man to be who he says he is.
I mean,
I'll
I didn't
try
tell
my
him what the
best.
pendant was, and he recognized the pendant I was supposed to show as proof we were here to
Okay.
to rescue him. So that's what what's her face? Zalika said that we would need to do.
Okay. Is he able to get, like, or I guess I can cast this super far.
What spell?
I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on the collar.
Before I open the cage.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I asked which order you wanted to do things in.
I don't
And
think it matters. I think we should have
It
the
doesn't
cage
matter.
open first, just in case something. Yeah, I think we should have the cage open first, just in case.
Yeah, let me crack the cage and we'll go.
Yeah, with a 17, you don't see any traps. 24, yeah, you're able to quickly pick the lock on here and open the cell door.
I will immediately go back to like look out over here. And as he walks by, he'll just say, "Keep your voices down."
guess I'm going to try. I guess I'm gonna try this, and I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on his collar to see what happens.
Okay.
So, for each ongoing spell that's a level 4 or higher on the target, an ability check using your spell casting ability, DC 10 plus that spell's level.
Okay.
So if it is a spell that's 3 or lower, it ends.
Yep.
If it's 4 or higher, I have to do a skill check.
Yeah, you'll need to make a wisdom check.
One thing I want to say while she's doing this is I'm going to have my holy symbol ready, and if something goes wrong, I'm going to have the Twilight's Embrace feature ready, where if he would be reduced to 0 points, instead reduce him to 1 hit point.
Okay.
And he gains immunity to all damage until the start of the next turn. So if something goes awry, I'm going to do that.
You can just do Sea Whiz, babe.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to make sure that the moon sickle adds, because
It should auto add as long as you
Yeah.
have the Moonsicle equipped.
I get 1+ to like spell attack rolls, but I don't think that works for my spell casting for my check. Ugh.
That's a
pretty good.
good roll.
Yeah, actually, with the 17, you note. So, it's this silvery collar with these thorns that like are also kind of silvery, and they're sort of undulating and moving as he moves, so that they're like, always in contact with his skin. You as you cast the spell, you note that the shimmering kind of stops and the thorns stop moving. It is still on him, but the magic is not active. It would still prevent him from transforming, but it won't kill him instantly.
If he tries to transform.
Yeah.
Sick. Nice job, Ileana.
Now that it
Do you think we could pick the lock on this now that the spell's been dispelled?
I don't know. Maybe Shaw could try?
What? Meal, do you know if there's any mechanical properties to this, or was it all magical that caused it to?
He shakes his head a bit. He says, I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Okay. We probably should investigate.
Could I? Does it look like if I used enlarge reduce that it would be large enough for him to just slip over his head?
Ooh, clever.
Mm-hmm.
You make a nature check.
Big money.
No whammies.
Ooh,
Yes.
not bad.
Okay.
With a 17, you're pretty sure you could potentially try it, but the danger would be, all of it gets enlarged. There are some pretty big gnarly thorns on this thing.
I thought you meant you were gonna reduce him.
I could also try that. I will say either way. Could I enlarge or reduce the collar, or could I enlarge reduce the man?
With the 17,
Also available on Only Maps.
with the 17, you don't think enlarging the collar would work, because you'd be worried that the thorns are going to enlarge at the same ratio. That probably still
It would just
Pose-
make things worse.
pose a threat. Reduce only changes by one size. You don't know if that would actually be enough to get the collar all the way off of him.
So I shake my head and I say, I'm not sure I'd be able to make him small enough for him to get through it.
Okay. Well, we could try to pick the lock, unless, Emil, you'd prefer to us to try to find Valenta and kill her for the key, which is probably the only option.
We could sneak and get the key.
Well, if the key's on her person.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was directed at Emil. I don't know if you
does
heard me
Emil-
say it was directed at
Sorry,
Emil.
what did you say?
I was asking, saying we could try to pick the lock now, or if he'd prefer we could try to find Valenta and get the key. We probably have to kill her.
He says, the key is a surefire way. I suppose you could try, but I'd rather not die in the attempt.
In the attempt to pick the lock, or in the attempt to get the key?
To pick the lock.
Yeah. Can I take a better... I'm actually going to call Shaw over, because he probably has a little more expertise with these things. Shaw, could you take a look at this collar to see if this is something you think would be triggered more, even with the magic gone?
Shaw will kind of hear his name louder than what they should be talking in a stealth.
I would have
mission.
whispered. I would have yelled from there. Sorry. Shaw, get the fuck over here, bitch!
All right, roll
Sorry.
initiative.
What, me fighting Azure?
It's
yeah.
bound to happen.
Can Shaw take a closer look at this collar and see if it's something that's even, like, if there's mechanical properties to it, if he can pick
Yeah,
it?
you can
stuff
make
like
an investigation check.
30-20.
Nice.
With a dirty 20, yes, while the magic is gone off of this thing, it would still prove immensely difficult for you to get it off of him without potentially causing further damage to the wearer.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's kind of what I figured.
I guess
Shaw
we could have
will-
checked that before I wasted a 3rd level spell slot.
No,
Well,
I think it was still very
that was
helpful.
still
It is you
W
know that
shit.
it is significantly less actively of a threat to him than it was while
Yeah.
the magic was still on.
Yeah, that was
100
extremely good.
100% still the
Okay.
right call.
Okay, good, good. I was worried. I was like, well, that did nothing.
Shaw
No,
will
it definitely
relay
did
the
something.
information saying that he'll just look at it, like tell Eliana, be like, that no, this dispelling magic was the right call, but I think it's still way too dangerous to try to get off
Okay.
without luck.
Okay. Well, I guess now we need to try to get out of here. Emil, to get in, we had to do some climbing. Do you think you'd be strong enough for that, or maybe we have to find another way out when we
Let's
leave the
bring
castle?
him to Irina.
I know. I want to just get his strength from him first to see what he can and can't do.
He says, I'd be willing to give it a try, but I'm feeling better with
Yeah.
this food in me, but I'd still be a struggle.
Okay. All right. Well, let's. Yeah, that's always an option.
My bag's full, homie. I got.
Yeah, you could fit some objects in the bag, like some small things,
I
but with
got
the skull
no
in there,
room.
there definitely would not be room for a person in it.
No, there
I could
is-
reduce him, and then he'd be the size of an object.
Gonna need a bigger bag.
Gonna need a bigger bag of holding.
You have to reduce twice.
I feel like Shaw is just at the point where it's just stop trying to put people in the bag.
It's not a bad idea. It's a
Put
really
everybody
good
in
idea.
the
Y'all keep
baby.
shitting on my good ideas.
All right.
Uh,
Anyways, it's like we need to get out of here. I don't think we want to spend any more time in this dungeon.
Shaw will go. Eliana and I will help him out. We need to see if we can find her. Go to the next spot over. Bring
We were
Catelyn
told
with
she
you for
was
the bar.
in a different spot.
She's like on. She's on like a
She's
room.
like,
She's like in a room.
Talking
Yeah.
about you talking
Oh.
about Gertruda?
Gertruda.
Yeah, you know she's being held in the king's quarters. which are on the 3rd floor.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Which is why I wanted somebody to go get her for us.
Yeah, that's why we were saying that, but you didn't.
I still
Didn't
think we
understand.
made. I still think we made the right choice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then let's get the fuck out of here.
I wonder
And
if
we haven't
if
heard any other shamblers. Like, I know he said there was a lot of them down here, but I've still only seen the one. Do we hear anything?
Yeah, not make a perception check.
God.
Nope.
I rolled really terribly there for a while. A 1, a 2, a 5, a 6. A natural 20 on the most useless investigation check.
I wonder if Cyrus would be able to tell us which stairs to use to get to Gertruda. I don't remember.
I mean,
if
it
we
seems
asked
like
him
he knows the castle because he has to deliver food everywhere, so I think that's a good idea.
I feel like this is Shaw right now.
Hmm.
That's not inaccurate. I mean, the box itself is still big.
Oh yeah, certainly.
It's like trying to shove a shoebox in your backpack.
Yeah.
Let's go see if maybe he can tell us which stairwell to use to get to where we need to go.
All right, Amelia, you ready to go? We'll keep you as protected as we can.
He says, yes, I suppose I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Okay. And then as soon as we get here, I'm gonna ask Irina if she can maybe heal Emil a little more.
Yeah, as you make it back out into this hallway, you begin to hear singing coming from this way.
Singing?
Singing. Yeah, a woman singing.
Do we
No, thank you.
recognize the voice?
Make a history check.
Do we all hear it? Can we
Group
all make a
history.
history check?
Sure.
You mean herstory check?
I don't know shit.
Same, I'm dumb as hell.
For one,
Catwin, not the
Catwin
dumbest.
knows
If it's
something.
undead, do I get
No. Catwin, you recognize it, but you can't quite place it.
Okay.
Sounds
So
a
I'm,
bit
I'm
familiar.
like, it sounds really familiar, but I don't know.
I'm gonna just close this back up as quietly as possible, quick.
Make a stealth check for me.
Accidentally slams door.
17.
Yeah, no, okay. With 17, you're able to get it. You're able to get it closed. You hear splashing, coming from down here.
I'm just gonna say, everybody get up the stairs as quickly as possible.
Lucky girl.
I'm gonna stay last because they won't be able to see me. But
If I need to, I can carry our
yeah.
friend.
He's moving, but not well. It's basically like he's moving through difficult terrain. He's very slowly.
Okay.
Um,
I will help him up the stairs.
Okay. I need, if you're trying to move quietly, I'll need everybody to make stealth checks. Irina and Catwin will be at disadvantage.
oh god.
Damn, that's a booty ass check.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay. I think this is a great place to end the session, and we'll resolve that next time.
God damn it.
That one stealth check fucked us.
I mean, Irina's was just as bad.
Irina's too.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, those weren't super great stealth rolls.
No.
Nope.
That's a really bad roll for Shaw too.
That's pretty rough roll for Shaw.
Good times.
Yeah, that's ass for sure. Fucking plus 10. Like, I'm sorry. It's not as bad as rolling 3 natural ones in a row, right, Mike?
That.
Jesus, I don't want to talk about that last night, man. That was rough.
Did you have any major repercussions from that?
Story-wise, yeah, not for my character, but for the other character.
It was funny. And any time that he streams, I always turn it on, and obviously, but I don't always like watch. But when I turned it on, I just saw a 1 and then like a 3 or some shit, to the point where I typed in his chat, I'm like, "You need to stop." And then he sends that like 10
minutes later. I rolled 2 nat ones in a row. Yeah, so the other character, Arg is his name. His soul has been permanently destroyed.
Well, what?
Wait, what? Our soul got destroyed?
Yep. He
Part of his little brain that was like plugged in the kind of the square peg in the round hole?
Yep,
Oh no.
His docent has been permanently destroyed.
Oh no, that's not good.
So he has no long-term memory. He only has approximately 30 days worth of memories.
Oh,
Amazing.
oh no, that's so sad.
That was rough.
Oh no.
Anyway,
How is Fudge dealing with that?
well, I think.
Oh.
I mean, the thing was, he didn't have it. He was missing it, and then we found it, and he had the opportunity to get it back, but he chose to sacrifice it.
Oh.
Mostly
Yeah.
thanks to the fact that Tell rolled 2 nat ones in a row on Arcana checks.
Well,
You win
just the
some, you
way-
lose some.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Just
That's
like
just the
those
way the
stealth
math
checks,
rocks go.
which are gonna totally get us into a fight with whoever's singing in that wet chamber.
Not necessarily. We'll see what
Speaking
happens.
of
Ew.
only Mavs,
Speaking of wet chambers.
Ooh.
I like how we've had a theme for the last 2.
Jesus.
Are you gonna call all of your members like "Welcome to the Portcullis"?
Oh God, that is the name of my wet chamber.
That is-
Welcome through the Portcullis. You've
Oh,
arrived
God.
in only Mav's wet chamber.
Ooh, no.
Jesus.
Ew.
That's fantastic. Amazing. 10 out of 10.
Anywho,
I'm getting my ass kicked in this game I just bought called Why Don't You Die Already?
That's what I was hoping the conversation would do, but it just kept going.
Amanda,
Fun.
I love seeing that you just you bought a bunch of games and now you're playing like
Okay, that's where we're ending it.